Hey Naturally Curly World, I'm Nikki and welcome to another episode of Watch and Go, the series where we review things while we do our Watch and Go. For the next few Watch and Goes, for the month of August and September, you'll be seeing brands that are featured in our Texture on the Runway show. It's a hair and fashion show that's held in New York during New York Fashion Week. I'll also be styling my hair using the Mielle Organics products, using the moisturizing avocado hair milk, the white peony leave-in conditioner, you've seen this a lot, and the Mielle styling gel, honey and ginger. I really do like the styling gel. On this episode, I'll be reviewing the movie The Incredible Jessica James.
I didn't realize my feelings weren't as valid as yours.
Jessica, I really like you.
Of course you do. Everybody does. I'm friggin' dope.
What is your name?
So my hair is already pretty clean, so I'm just going to be styling my hair with this wash and go. I am going to wet my hair so that I can work through it. So I'm going to wet this to get my wash and go texture back. I'll be back. Okay, so The Incredible Jessica James stars Jessica Williams from The Daily Show and from Two Dope Queens. It also stars Chris O'Dowd from Bridesmaids and Lakeith Stanfield from Get Out. And it's a story that you've heard before and you've seen before because it's, nothing unique there. It's about a girl who went through a breakup recently and she's trying to get back on her feet, and she's a playwright, she's an artist, and she's been going on dates. She meets a guy. He also went through a really tough breakup. The guy is Chris O'Dowd. They like each other. A love story forms. That's pretty much the entire movie. The rest of it is Jessica Williams adding to the character. Unlike other rom-coms, Jessica's sort of goofy. The first couple minutes of the movie, she's dancing around. There's this whole dance scene that I don't know what's going on in the dance. It's just she's dancing for a smooth 3 minutes in the intro of the movie. And I'm just okay, what is this about? Whatever. I'm going to give it a chance because I like her. And I think the movie's great. I just think it's about nothing. I really enjoyed it. I just can't put into words why. I think it was because Jessica Williams and Lakeith Stanfield. The storyline wasn't anything that I hadn't seen before, that I hadn't seen on Hallmark. It's a little better than Hallmark because the characters are hipper, but it's the same old rom-com, breakup, meets a guy, likes the new guy better than the old guy, moves on with your life kind of thing. I didn't laugh a whole lot in this movie. I wasn't dying from laughter. I don't know. She's a comedian. I expected a little more. I had a lot of high hopes because of the actors, and the actors are great. I love Chris O'Dowd. I thought he was so cute and adorable. He has this adorable little puggy face that makes you want to just squeeze his cheeks or whatever. And he was kind of the same character that he was in Bridesmaids. He had this sort of dopey adorableness to him. So I guess if you're coming to this thinking it's going to be a refreshing rom-com, I don't know how refreshing it was. I mean, I watched it. I liked it. I would probably watch it again if somebody was hey, do you want to watch this movie? I wouldn't. I would watch it again if that friend hadn't seen the movie and I had seen the movie, but I had time and I wasn't watching anything else and they really convinced me that they wanted me to see it. I would be cool, I'll watch it again for you and try not to ruin it. But it's kind of one of those movies where how you watch Hallmark movies and it's Hallmark Christmas specials where it's a love story and you already know how it's going to end 2 seconds into the beginning. That's kind of how this was. Acting wise, you have these names, these well-known names. People know who Jessica Williams is, people know who Lakeith Stanfield is, and Chris O'Dowd. You know who these people are, and so you kind of expected there to be great acting. And the acting was all right. Again, she threw me off balance. I don't know. Sometimes she just wasn't convincing. She seemed like she was kind of bored being who she was. I was you created this character? Lakeith Stanfield didn't have facial expressions. So when he would talk to her, he'd be oh, hey, I missed you. It's nice to see you. You look like you're doing so well. I'm are you just reading from the page? Did they mean to put this in? I'm going to put some of this hair milk in. I'm just layering products. I don't even know. Now I'm going to put this gel in. This is one of my favorite gels. At first I wasn't sure about it, but when it dries, girl, yes. The show was good, but it was about nothing, and it also felt too long to be what it was. I felt y'all could have gave me this entire thing in half the time. It could have been a short story, instead of like a feature film. I'm gonna go dry my hair and I'll be back with my rating. Okay, so I'm gonna give this movie a 3 out of 5 because I loved the actors, even though I don't really feel like they showed up the entire time. And I thought the movie was like sort of chill. It wasn't forced upon me. It didn't give me stress like Game of Thrones. And so it was like an easy Saturday, evening movie to watch with your friends and not feel pressured.
Why are you laughing? It was a great movie.
It wasn't a great movie. It was an okay movie. It was one of those movies where you're like, I'm scrolling through Netflix for so long, I might as well watch this one. Thanks so much for watching. Please let me know what you think of the movie. And if you tried any of these Meow products, let me know what you think of them. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We make videos every Wednesday. So I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.